become a postal worker.
What happens when they call it a debt? This is
In the
why
background, you hear
the 7-year
Apostle
year
Orion
Jubilee
Lab
and the 50-year
doing a live stream entitled
I believe was no, there was
From Lockdowns to Lockouts.
the year of release. Every 7 years is a year of release, and the 50th year was a year of Jubilee, I believe it's called. Jubilee. You know? That's why those
Anyway.
were implemented, because sometimes a person would fall into hard times and
As you see right here on the screen,
so there was
you Jakes should become postal workers. And this is the reason why. It says the Washington Post. It says key updates. It says postal service workers not included in Biden's mandatory vaccination order, source says. Now, why do you think that is? You tell me in the comment section.
Now, if they were really people, they call themselves, Israelites. Well, they don't call themselves Israelites. They call themselves, the big nosers. Y'all know what I'm talking
The small hats.
If they were really righteous, they would, every 7 years, they would wipe people's debt out. So there would be no such thing as a national debt. But why do they do this? Because debt leads to slavery. Let me see if I can look up debt slave, see if it'll come up in this offline dictionary.
And people are beginning to wake up. Scripture that comes to mind.
No, it's not coming up.
Is James.
Let me see if I put it together.
5.
Nope. So let's just look up the word debt for now. Debt. The state of owing something, especially money. Money or goods or services.
James 5 and 1. Go to now, you rich men, weep and howl for your miseries. Let me look up the word miseries. Miseries.
You're super in debt now. So in order for you to continue to make any type of money, you got to get this jab.
And Jay-Z is not the super rich. Floyd Mayweather is not the super rich. MJ, LeBron James, they're not the super rich. The super rich are individuals that are worth 50 billion up into the trillions.
If you go to Google and you type in
Misery.
it should send you to Wikipedia. If a brother could do that, that'd be cool. It'll send you to Wikipedia and it'll give you a definition of debt slavery.
Which means hardship, trouble, calamity, misery.
You don't have to copy the whole thing, just a little portion of it to get the point. So it says slavery, the state of being under the control of another person, the practice of owning slaves, work done under harsh conditions for little or no pay. And that's what they want. They want debt slaves. Now, there's a situation in the scriptures, if I could find
I'm back in James 5 verse 2.
Going back to the time of Egypt.
It says your riches are corrupted and your garments are moth-eaten.
Proverbs 22:7. The rich ruleth over the poor,
and garments represent, when you invest, what does the word invest mean? It means to put it in your vest. Put it in. Vest is short for vesture, which means your clothing. Your clothing, excuse me. So it says your garments are moth-eaten. The things that you invested in will be gone. Your gold and your silver, that's real money, by the way, and the rust of them shall be a witness against you, and shall eat your flesh as it were fire, the nuclear fire. Ye have heaped treasures together for the last days. We're in the last days. Behold, the hire of the laborers, which is us, who have reaped down your fields, which is of you kept back by fraud, because they don't teach you what real money is. That's why people want $15 an hour. And $15 an hour is not, you're going to ask for 25, 30. There was one article that said, look out for the $50 hamburger. What does that mean? It means it's The reason why you will have a $50 hamburger is because of inflation. The value of the money, which is paper money, which is not backed by anything, when they put more dollars in the system, it creates a thing called hyperinflation. If it's not checked, it's called, inflation. If it's not checked, it's called hyperinflation. It says, crieth, and the cries of them which have reaped are, now what it means by reap down your walls, it means going out there working, are entered into the ears of the Lord of Sabaoth. Sabaoth means the troops, Lord of the troops. Ye have lived in pleasure on the earth and been one time undisciplined. You have nourished your hearts as in the day of slaughter. When you're doing good, you eat good. So in the ancient world, you would get lambs, goats, whatever you would get to eat, and it would be slaughtered. You wouldn't go to the supermarket. You would slaughter it, and then you would cook it that same day. And that's good meat. Ye have condemned and killed the just, and he, which are the Israelites, doeth not resist you. We do not resist, meaning, let's look up the word resist.
That slavery causes you to become a slave. Because when you go to prison,
resist.
You're pretty much a slave. And that's in the Constitution, the 13th Amendment. Neither slavery nor involuntary servitude shall appear in the United States in so many words, except for criminal...
To range in battle against, to oppose oneself, resist, or to fight against. Because why? We have no power to fight against this man. This man is in the power seat.
And when you're in that prison house, you're pretty much a slave, to the ones that are holding you captive. And you have to...
Hey, this is the last hurrah of Esau.
Let's see. Right, brother GMS, your top, I can see it now. Freedom is assumed on debt repayment. That's right, beautiful, beautiful. Somebody put, currently debt bondage is the most common method of enslavement, with an estimated 8.1 million people bonded to labor illegally, as cited by the International Labor Organization in 2005. And these are stats. And that's why it says in Revelation 18, that neither slaves or souls of men shall be here anymore, because once this place goes down, their whole system goes down. It's just like having a main computer, but then you have a whole bunch of different computers out there that are feeding off of that main computer. And if one of those computers go out, hey, everybody else still moves on because the main computer is still operating or functioning. But once that main computer goes down, what happens? All the rest of those computers get shut down.
And that main computer is America.
Goes down,
when Babylon goes down, the NATO goes down. The EU goes down. The UN goes down. All kingdoms go down.
Poor in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. That's right. And the scriptures say that the Lord chose the poor of this world, rich in faith. Duration may be undefined.
As Nate would say, bums. The Lord gave the truth to the bums. Anyway, with that, I'm going to say shalom.
Definitely, that's right.